Teams, Liverpool and Charlton. Liverpool unbeaten in 14 games, Charlton 11. A tough test, though, for the First Division side at Anfield. The winners would be away to Leeds in the last 8. The commentator is Barry Davis, and it was the first match at Anfield since the death of Bob Paisley.
A team sheet which Charlton will do well not to examine too closely. The names are too familiar, the statistics achieved by them too intimidating. Like 9 goals in 9 games for Collymore, 13 in 12 for Fowler, an unbeaten run which goes back to November the 29th, and 11 goals scored in 2 rounds of the FA Cup without reply. Undaunted, the First Division side will offer their own unbeaten run of 11 matches and hope that this will prove a night when youngsters like Stuart, Rufus and Bowyer will come of age. To help them, they have the experience of Gary Nelson with his left foot forward, while Liverpool's legend, Ian Rush, will again watch the match on the substitutes bench in what we now know will be his last season at Anfield. And so on, with the only competition that Bob Paisley didn't win, the FA Cup. We're in round 5 of the tournament sponsored by Littlewood Sports. John Scales concedes the first free kick. If Liverpool win this match, they will then meet the club that let John Scales go, Leeds United. First free kick to be taken by Mark Robson. First shot was from Bowyer, on whom Liverpool, among others, have been casting covetous eyes. Thomas, McAteer, a lot of space for McManaman. Bowyer now faces him, makes a good tackle. In well, unnecessary punch, good block, and the follow-up, the denied Fowler. Recovered his own error then, Mike Salmon. Seemed to be a bit surprised with the speed with which the ball came back. Didn't need to punch. Should have held. Babb. McManaman. Getting particularly tight to McManaman. They're allowing him to run, trying to cover areas and time things well, as Robson did then. Free kick is given for the challenger Bowyer. And the man in charge is Jeff Winter. Rob Jones. 2 Joneses on the field, neither Welsh. McAteer. Stuart comes back to try again, couldn't this time. That's a lovely header, beautiful goal by you-know-who, Robbie Fowler. Well, he was denied a few moments ago with a shot of power. A good, fast, accurate cross and a really subtle header which also had power. Stuart didn't get the second chance, McAteer didn't allow him the time, and a lovely header in off the far post. Liverpool lead in the 12th minute. Number 27 for Robbie Fowler this season. Decision by the referee again to let play run. Good vision too by McManaman. We didn't give the ball enough air. McAteer made the run. Scales, quite a high bounce for him. Two in the area, but Leaburn capable of a long throw. Robson, corner. Shake at the head from McAteer. That's a good try by Leaburn. Got the angle right, but too much height. Well delivered. And Wright was some way short of getting to him. That's a more typical John Barnes pass. McManaman. Placed by Robson and Rufus that time. Collymore in with a real chance now. Half blocked, didn't really get hold of the shot, Collymore. It's Rufus who completed the clearance. But he got himself into a position which seemed ideal. Didn't find the shot to match it. Jones and Brown, goal kick. McManaman who found him, and a mistake by Stuart, and here is a real goal-scoring opportunity, and he just did not strike the ball well at all. Barnes, Fowler. For the first time in the half, Charlton player the quicker. Left by McManaman. Collymore, McManaman, space right side, McAteer. Good stop. Never had any other intention than to shoot from the angle. And the goalkeeper in line, save well, with Collymore threatening. Curious half. Good goal by Fowler, but not too much. That was good from his team. The Charlton dressing room maybe slightly the higher on confidence. 1-0 to Liverpool at half-time. For the record, the first ever meeting in the FA Cup between these two sides, and Liverpool now attacking the Kop end. It's Fowler. The best of back passes. No complaint from Mike Salmon to Steve Brown. Robinson. Good strike. And you can see why in the first half he wanted to come on his right side if he could. Hit that well. Not well enough to bother David James. Collymore. Fowler. The ball to McManaman. Collymore was in the middle. Well, that's the second gift he's looked in the mouth. Just too easy. And proved too difficult. Side foot, the goalkeeper sat upon. Rob Jones. Bowyer. Leaburn. Taken by Bowyer again. Dispossessed by Barnes. McAteer on for Thomas. Far side is Collymore. This time he makes it. Clean break. Third clean chance for Collymore. And this time there was no problem. Minutes, 2-0 to Liverpool. McManaman, and still lovely run, but there's a but at the end of the sentence, because for the openings he makes, Steve McManaman doesn't score enough goals. McManaman, just at the start of the match, threatening to run Ryan. Bowyer, but only to McAteer. And this is Collymore. Oh, that's brilliantly done. Good save. But a real piece of skill by Stan Collymore, who, like the snooker player, was already looking for the next move. It was very cannily thought out. And Salmon did well and ended smiling. Disappointed, but there was an opportunity. David James had strayed from home a little bit. And he looked and he saw, and he got it wrong. McManaman. A special cheer. It's Collymore who is to be replaced. And Ian Rush comes on with a chance to add to his record tally in the FA Cup. Just listen to the reception he's getting. Total goal tally for the club, 345 in 649, now 650 appearances. 39 of them in the FA Cup, but you've got to add the goals he scored at Chester. His record stands at 42, having passed Dennis Law this season against Rochdale. And here's Fowler. Good stop. Play well, Mike Salmon, as so many goalkeepers do when they come here, particularly at the Cop end. Now Grant. Babb is the back man, but they've got others back now. That's a good try. It's a lovely goal. Lovely goal. They have something to savour, and maybe they've set up an interesting conclusion to a match which seemed to be all over. Tim Grant, the scorer. David James lost it in its flight. Eyes are on it. Arm aloft, fingers at full stretch, but he knew there it had beaten him. It came back a bit. 4 minutes to go. It's 2-1. Bowyer. Robson. Bowyer. Robson is a real chance. Challenged by Scales. This is Leaburn. Out by Thomas. Stuart. Leaburn. Robson. Newton. Corner. Oh, why have they taken so long to show this sort of form? In fact, it was Jones who got up at the back post. They're all on their feet, the Charlton supporters, and they're all at that end, willing the ball in. Needs to be a good corner. Robson has tended to drop them a bit too short. Has done so again. Away comes Fowler, and the man who scored the first goal is the last player in possession, because the final whistle has gone, and Liverpool have gone through to a 6-round meeting with Leeds United. The partnership scoring the goals again, Fowler and Collymore, but certainly Kim Grant's strike at the finish gave the match an unlikely and certainly very interesting finish. Roy, in some respects the goals came at the right time for you, but equally, having scored them, you seem to think it was all over.
Well, I think that's the problem we do have. You know, again, it's about consistency, not just game after game. It's, in our case, it's minute after minute. You know, we can be a bit Jekyll and Hyde, and I thought we did that tonight. Okay, we've created a fair amount of chances, but you know, we've seen Charlton over a period of time now because of the delays, and one thing about them, they never throw the towel in, and you've got to give them some credit. You know, they fought right to the end, and you know, you're biting your nails to get a replay. But fortunately, from our point of view, we've come away with the result.
I said to especially the young players here today that, you know, this is a sort of pressure you've not been used to, you know, and it wasn't intimidating in respect that you know, they got after us or anything like that. It was intimidating that, you know, they was asking us to play. Liverpool said, well, you've got the ball, go out and play. And I felt we came out with a lot of credit in the end, but obviously Liverpool goals came at the right time.
Ian, there have been some pretty fine tributes since you announced to everybody you wouldn't be here after the end of this season.
Yeah, it's been tremendous, really. But the important thing, you know, was the game tonight. The crowd have been absolutely, you know, fantastic to me. But I'm still playing here till the end of the season, so I want to concentrate on playing and hopefully being successful this season for Liverpool.
Close 2-1, but you thought Liverpool were well on top of them.
I agree with Roy Evans that they had the chances. I think this is a failure of the Liverpool side at the minute. It gets a bit easy. They're passing it about, they're stroking it about, and then when Charlton got back in the game, it was very, very difficult to lift it.